What's up, y'all? This your boy Eddie Jackson. Welcome back to the Drop That Podcast. Where this episode is brought to you by Laidback TV. Over 10,000 channels, movies on demand, every sports channel. And you can download on your iPhones, Androids, and your Fire Sticks if you go to laybacktv.com, okay? Now, let's get into some motherfucking wrestling talk, because this shit is going to hit the fan. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. WrestleMania season, baby. It's upon us now. Let's get SmackDown and Raw out the fucking way, because we got our segment called Who You Got. All right, we ain't gonna waste no time. So Cody and McAfee had their their promo over there on SmackDown. Why? Pretty much when it comes down to Pat McAfee, he even discounted the tickets for WrestleMania night one, not even both nights. And I'm not convinced, personally. I'm not convinced that Pat McAfee even belongs in this fucking story. You know what I mean? It seems like a fill-in. You know what I mean? Like, it's a gap that needs to be filled in. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't gonna make sense to me unless somebody pops up on SmackDown this Friday or WrestleMania Night 1. And to me, the only ones that make sense in this story is either Kevin Owens returning or Ted DiBiase Jr. Nothing makes sense out of this shit. And if we're gonna get a fucking tag match with Pat McAfee and Randy Orton taking on Cody Rhodes and Jelly Roll, you can keep that shit to yourself. Don't need it. Okay? Sami Zayn comes out. He's getting booed a lot more. Do we got a Sami Zayn heel turn? I swear, if he drops the U.S. title at WrestleMania, we might see that. I think we're going to get a quick turnaround. Rhea Ripley ain't taking no shit no more. She fucking took out B-Fab and Michin 1 week before WrestleMania so she can make sure that Jade Cargill is going to be all to herself. Very smart on Rhea's part. Drew McIntyre did a fucking phenomenal promo in prison for Jacob Fatu's match with him at WrestleMania in a unsanctioned match. Yeah, I love the theatrics. I love the cinematic situation that they do with the guys. Shit is fire. Gotta say that. Royce Keys, after 2 months since the Royal Rumble debut, he makes his debut on SmackDown, finally. I don't know why they put him in here. What the fuck is he gonna do on SmackDown when WrestleMania is around the corner? What I don't like is that we got full cards for WrestleMania. No Women's U.S. Championship at WrestleMania. Jordan Grace is not gonna be there. Chelsea Green's not gonna be there. It looks like Tiffany Stratton is going to miss her first WrestleMania. No Royce Keys. I don't see what the fuck is the point where your big dogs could be in the ring, but whatever. On Raw, we had a separate contract signing between Brock Lesnar and Oprah Femi. Do their little final promos. I think I think Oprah is pretty dope when he's going back and forth in a promo. I don't think it works when he's just by himself, but that's just me. What else we got? We got Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vaquer are still going at it. I love it because it's actually giving it more hype. I just hope a dope match comes out of this, rather if it's Liv winning the title or Stephanie retaining. I hope there's some dope stories. We need to put Raquel Rodriguez involved. We need to put Roxanne Perez involved. Something. You know what I mean? We got room. LA Knight and the Usos took on the MFTs. And with a slight distraction by Tama Tonga, the MFTs lost the match. Are we seeing the end to the MFTs? I mean, this is going to be fourth year in a row for Solo Sikoa to be missing WrestleMania. He doesn't have a WrestleMania match. I understand WrestleMania 39, he didn't need one, but 40, he played a big part, so I'll let that slide. 41, he just came out with Jacob Fatu, and that's it. He went back out. I don't know what they're doing with that. We got a Shawn Michaels documentary on Peacock called Becoming Shawn Michaels. I can't wait to see this shit. I can't wait to see the Hulk Hogan one on Netflix, and I can't wait to see the Shawn Michaels documentary. That's my favorite in-ring performer of all time, the Heartbreak Kid. Yo, shout out to him. Side little things. So Nick Nemeth and AEW World Champion MJF were supposed to have a match with a different promo. So that's a TNA wrestler taking on a AEW wrestler, and TNA blocked that shit. I think that's some dumb shit. You know what I mean? I mean, we need to get Nick Nemeth's name a lot on a level as Dolph Ziggler, and taking on AEW World Champion, regardless if he wins or lose, it's actually a good look. EC3, Ethan Carter III, returns to TNA. I like this shit. You know, aside from what the fuck TNA is blocking Nick Nemeth from taking on MJF, at least they're bringing some OG names that got some unfinished business. I'm talking Tessa Blanchard, I'm talking ODB, I'm talking Mickie James, and I'm talking EC3. I like it. Former two-time TNA World Champion returns. Let's see what he can do, because I kind of like that lone wolf shit that he was doing, you know, with the whole fucking over the system, whatever the fuck he's doing when he got let go. If he's going to go back to his old shtick in TNA, okay, I want to see how that goes. We had AEW Dynasty this past weekend on Sunday. FTR retained the tag team championships against Cage and Cope. I think they're saving the tag title win for Cage and Cope for All In. That'd be dope. Jon Moxley retains the Continental Championship against Will Ospreay. I hope Will Ospreay didn't get re-injured there. You know what I mean? He's a very, very incredible wrestler. I gotta give him props on that. Ricochet defeats Chris Jericho with the Lion Tamer. I have no idea what they're doing with Chris Jericho. I don't like it so far. If this is the shit he was going to do in AEW, might as well just go back to WWE. I didn't know he was going to go into AEW and start, you know, putting people over in his last run. MJF defeats Kenny Omega to retain the AEW World title. It was the Devil versus the God. I love it. That entrance that MJF killed it with the Devil shit. He's a fucking, like, that's 5-star performer on the microphone, on the entrance, the gear, you know what I'm saying, the babyface run, the heel run in ring. He's the full package of a professional wrestler. But it didn't last long, because Darby Allin in his hometown in Washington defeats MJF, especially with a headlock takeover. And now Darby Allin is the new AEW World Champion. Wow. Kudos to him. He's the second out of the 4 pillars of AEW to win a world title. So it's MJF, Darby Allin, Jack Perry, and Sammy Guevara. So Sammy and Jack are the only ones who got to win a world title. Now, moving on. We got our segment called Who You Got. All right. We got night 1. LA Knight, the Usos taking on Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and IShowSpeed is the opening match for night 1. I'm going to take Vision and IShowSpeed for the win. Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match. I got Jacob Fatu for the win. Seth Rollins versus Gunther, due to some interference. I think Vision is probably going to get involved. Paul Heyman maybe. Gunther is going to take that one. 4-way women's tag team championship, fatal 4-way. Bayley, Lyra Valkyria, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, the Bella Twins, and Nia Jackson, Lash Legend. I think Bayley and Lyra Valkyria is going to take this one. AJ Lee defending the Intercontinental Championship against Becky Lynch. I think Becky is going to finally get that one up on her. Stephanie Vaquer defends the Women's World Championship against 2026 Women's Royal Rumble winner Liv Morgan. I don't think this is going to be the end of their story. I think they're going to go into Backlash in Tampa. I got Stephanie to retain. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, defending the undisputed WWE title against the Viper Randy Orton. I got Orton winning his 15th championship due to an interference that's weird. Night 2, we got the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. Penta defending against Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio, Rusev, JD McDonough, and Javon Evans. I got Penta retaining the title. Crazy, right? But the opening match is going to be Brock Lesnar versus Opa Femi. I got Opa Femi on his debut at WrestleMania. I think they're going to put this final push for him. And this is going to probably be the last 6 months of Brock Lesnar's WWE career, I think. I think he's going to retire come SummerSlam in his hometown of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Sami Zayn defending the U.S. Championship against Trick Williams. I got Trick Williams. You know what I'm saying? Lemon Pepper Steppers winning his debut WrestleMania and new U.S. champion. I got Trick Williams. That guy's a fucking superstar. Demon Finn Balor taking on Dirty Dominic Mysterio, the AAA Mega Champion. I got Demon Finn Balor going for the win, finally winning at WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley challenging Jade Cargill for the Women's Championship. I got Rhea Ripley returning on top. Mommy's on top to win the title. But hopefully this is going to be a dope match. And CM Punk defends the World Heavyweight Championship against the OTC Roman Reigns. I thought that I was going to pick Roman, but the lead up, I think this is going to be some weird shit. I think Jey Uso's going to do finally a heel turn after seeing him on Cameron and Mace's It Is What It Is, which was very entertaining. I would, if I do say so myself. I think there's a heel turn. And let's not forget, the final boss, The Rock, is in Vegas as we speak. I think we might see the return of the final boss in some capacity. I could be wrong, but I'm going to go with Punk on this one due to some kind of accident. But that's all we got. That's our segment for Who You Got for WrestleMania 42, Night 1, Night 2, going down at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. We're going to wait probably until Monday for Monday Night Raw. I will go through Night 1, Night 2, who's going to have the best in-ring gear, who's going to have the best entrance, who's the MVP of both nights, and who's going to have the match of the night for Night 1 and Night 2. Y'all can't wait. I can't fucking wait. This is your boy Eddie Jax with the Drop That Podcast. WrestleMania season is upon us. Finally, it's happening this Saturday, April 18, April 19, Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, Nevada. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. WrestleMania 42, we out. See you there, because I will be live.